Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and I will be working on your full moon in Aquarius reading for August 15th. That is when the moon will be full in the sign of Aquarius. And I'm going to be looking at both your general chart information for your astrological patterns, as well as doing some card readings to see what comes out on an intuitive level. So the first thing I want to mention is this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Scorpio out there. If the messages resonate with you, then those are your messages, and if they do not resonate with you, feel free to disregard them. They belong to a different Scorpio. So the first thing I want to start with, and also this will be focusing on Scorpio Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, and of course welcome to all Scorpio cross-watchers and friends. So we'll start out with your chart information, and when we get into this, we're looking at really a lot of fixed energy, because you are one of what's called the fixed modality signs, which means fixed signs are more stubborn, they're a little more rigid, they're harder to budge once they've made their mind or their emotions up about something. So the full moon being in Aquarius, Aquarius is also a fixed sign, and we are coming into August right now with, 4 planets all in Leo. So right now, we've got Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, all traveling in Leo. And what this really does to you, Scorpio, is it puts you in a little bit of a big square pattern, if that, because it creates a lot of friction and a lot of tension for you personally. You're also bringing in a square pattern from, and an opposition from Uranus, which is Aquarius ruler, being in your opposing sign of Taurus. So what that all adds up to, if you don't understand all the astrological lingo, is sometimes you may feel like you're a little bit in a rock and a hard place. You may feel like, there are forces beyond your control that are sort of pushing you in different ways, and it's like, you either have to stay strong and hold on, or you can choose to surrender and just go with the flow, which is a little bit harder for a fixed sign to do. Something that I would also say about having this Aquarius full moon is that lands in your 4th house of Cancer. So this is all about home, family, childhood origins, deep-rooted emotions, people, places, and things that you've become very attached to, or that you're very emotionally, you have a lot of nostalgia about it. And that opposes all that Leo energy, which will be in the opposite house of Capricorn for you, which deals with work, career, big business. This could even be shining a light on places where it's like that balance between work and home, career and family, career and loved ones. It's like, have I spent as much time with the people I care about as I have on the work that I've been doing? So it's like when those things come up, you'll be getting some emotional pings. It's like, ooh, it's like, it's kind of telling you that it's time to balance those things out, which is not a bad thing, but it's like if you've been spending too much time, especially at work, that tends to be more what people do, because isn't that always the thing? It's like on somebody's deathbed, they don't say, gee, I wish I'd worked more, I wish I'd made more money. It's usually, I wish I'd spent more time with the people that I love, or doing the things that I love, or, that kind of thing, things of the heart. And I always say that with Leo energy, it's about the heart, and Aquarius stuff is about the mind, and it's about the intellect. So it's like definitely that pull between the heart and the head, the home and the work. So it's like if things are out of balance, it's time to bring them back into balance, Scorpio. So let's see what comes up. I'm going to pull a major arcana card just to get some basic themes of what this particular full moon means to you. Divine guardians, angels of light, helpers and healers, I ask for your intuition and guidance now as we work with Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising Venus people. Please bring your protection and insight to all of us and protect all of our energies and bring through messages for their highest good. Thank you. All right, Scorpio. So this is about judgment. This is about using your judgment. And also about, to me, this card always brings through a feeling of resurrection. A feeling of bringing something back to life if it's been, kind of dead and gone, or maybe you thought it was too late or something was already passed by. This is saying that you can breathe new life into a situation, and this could absolutely have to do with breathing new life into either family or love or a relationship with someone that you thought was gone, or, bringing a old project back to life that you said, I'd always love to do that, never got around to it, or I started this, didn't complete it. This would be a great time for that because it's all calling things out to the surface. Okay, so the next one I'm going to pull is going to be a card from the Druid Animal Oracle. And we're going to see which animal energy comes through the strongest for you around this full moon. Oh my goodness, so the snake came up for you as well. Very interesting. This was actually up for Libra too. And to me, the snake, the adder in the Celtic deck, that is so associated with Scorpio type energy because it's all about shedding the skin. It's a resurrection, it's a regeneration, it's a rebirth of some kind. So this could be a very powerful full moon for you, Scorpio, as you feel that sort of like it's time to really come into a new way of being. It's time to truly heal and time to truly move forward. I was telling Libra this as well, that like snake people that are born in the Chinese year of the snake are usually known for having really good healing ability or regenerative ability, even if they get really, really sick. So that's something to take into consideration too, that maybe if you've even been dealing with any kind of health issue or, emotional issue or psychological issue that has required healing and you never thought it would come to be, that could be a signal now that this is, ushering in a time of greater healing. So I'm going to pull a few cards from the Moon Oracle, see what comes up around this as well. Wow, Scorpio. So up comes two new moons. You've got the new moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side, and new moon in Scorpio, which is work through your fears. Really incredible. And then coming out on the last one for these three is the blue moon, believe in the impossible. So this is telling me so much, Scorpio. This is like saying you do have the luck, you do have the drive on your side to start something new, and it's very positive and very powerful and optimistic. But it really does require, just like that, the snake, the shedding skin, you've got to work the way out is through. So you have to focus and you have to, take that laser-like precision that you have and really angle it onto those fears, onto the things that scare you the most, or the things that you've been, trying to stay away from, because those are the actual things that need the most healing. And so when that blue moon comes up, that's a very once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing. That's when we have 2 full moons in a month, which is really kind of rare. So it's telling you to believe in the impossible. Even if you felt like there's no way I can heal, there's no way I can move on from this, that's telling you, Scorpio, that you really can. But you have to have faith. You have to believe. Almost in the unbelievable, at least if it seems unbelievable for you, or surround yourself with people that do believe in those impossible dreams as well, because if you do that, a lot of that fear will naturally melt away. So I'm going to pull some tarot around this just to get a little bit more advice. Oh my goodness, Scorpio. Okay, so there's definitely so 7 of Pentacles comes up. So this is absolutely something you've worked on in the past. This is not all new to you. Working through this healing, working through this balance, it's not totally new. You've put some effort in on it in the past, and again, you won't believe it. So Judgment and then Judgment both came up in 2 separate decks. So you're really pulling in that Judgment card. This is all about, you know, clearing the air, resurrecting something from the past that needs new life breathed into it. There's that Queen of Swords. So this is using your intuition to make a very intellectual decision. Notice the butterflies. This is again about transformation. Transformation through the mind as well. The Empress comes up, so this could definitely be about someone who's a divine feminine in your life. This could also be saying that it's time to start recreating yourself. You know, time to use your creative energy more, time to use that, you know, all the resources that you have available to you to birth something new into the world, because it's like there's parts of your life that are dying away, and then there's ones that are coming up. So here comes the Devil at the end of the stretch. So this is saying, you know, this is Capricorn energy for one thing, so there could be a Capricorn involved in the situation, or somebody that has, you know, maybe works a lot, or has, you know, works a little bit too much. But this is very interesting, Scorpio, because this is also confronting you with some of those workaholic tendencies that we talked about. If you've been focusing too much on work, too much on career, it's like it's time to kind of notice that, because the other thing that Devil, of course, brings up is stuff that we feel chained to, stuff that we feel attached to. Next card out of the deck would have been the 3 of Pentacles. So this is all about a new plan, a new way of being. It's time to do something different than you were doing in the past. So let's pull a few cards from the Whispers of Love deck and just get a little bit of advice, because, you know, this time of Leo is very heart connected. And so I always think, you know, love and romance, anything to do with the emotions and the heart really come up around this time of year. So yes, this is very good. So miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. So, you know, this is to me about timing. This is about appreciation as well, of saying, you know, everything in its time, everything in its place, and even if it seems kind of difficult, there is a miracle in every situation if we look for it. Like attracts like, so if you long for more love, be more loving. You know, it's like the more love and the more positive power that you put out there, Scorpio, the more you will attract that to you. And you know you're the most powerful sign of the zodiac. You are. You absolutely are. Not the oldest, but you are the most, you have the most raw power at your disposal. So the next one is beautiful. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all need this. So take a break. Give yourself a rest. If you've been working, it's time to take a little break there, Scorpio. Alright, so this was a wonderful reading for y'all. I really enjoyed doing it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please be sure to reach out. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, give it that dragon claw up, share it with your friends, and I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.